While we're all hanging around here with our tight ends out in the open.
What?
Some tighter than others.
Jesus Christ.
I'm going to make a bold prediction here. Next year, Super Bowl, the New York Jets.
Dude.
No, please God.
We'll lose to who?
The Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Huh.
I
can see the Buccaneers call.
I have a prediction that is absolutely true for the upcoming, the next Super Bowl. The Indianapolis Colts will not be there.
Talk about your bold predictions.
You want to hear a bold prediction? The New England Patriots won't make it out of the first round of the playoffs. That's my prediction for next year.
Of course they will. They'll just turn on cheat codes.
Well, I mean, I know they'll hang around, but come on now.
That's what they always do. They just fucking cheat.
Yeah, swinging from side to side.
So, are we in the show or no?
We're in the pre-show, bud.
We're in the pre-show. We are broadcasting live, but not necessarily the show itself proper yet. That will begin shortly when the broadcast tower comes up so that we can have sound effects.
Okay, good. So I'm like right on time.
Yes, you are. Congratulations.
So who fears that Jinder Mahal will Bret Hart Orton?
You can't hinder Jinder.
I also believe that.
You can't hinder Jinder. He's the #1 contender.
I also believe that if Jinder did anything like that, he'd be out on the next train to Mumbai.
That's racist.
Well, he did give Finn a concussion.
Considering he's an American citizen.
Yeah.
Canadian. We've all gone over this before.
I thought he got his what do you call it? Not citizenship, but he definitely has the other thing.
Oh, a worker's visa? That doesn't make you an American.
But he has all the rights of an American. And plus, okay, American, Canadian, doesn't matter. You're still racist for saying they're going to send her to fucking Mumbai.
Except for his gimmick is that he's from India.
I think it's funny that they give the two Indian guys prominent gimmicks and the same gimmick at the same time.
3 of them, if you want to. Remember, Jinder got help from the Bollywood boys, so I was thinking that
would make 4 then.
You mean the GFW Tag Team Champions Bollywood boys?
Yes, he got help by the Bollywood boys during his match, which he won the #1 contendership. So, with that little nugget of information, we're thinking that you've heard of the Dangerous Alliance, you've heard of the Hollywood Alliance,
man.
now it should be the Bollywood Alliance.
Stop. Yankum.
Yes, Gunnar.
What's today?
Today is 4/20/2017.
What happened this week in wrestling?
Let's see.
1999. Oh, it's a month from now. Never mind.
Okay.
Never mind. It's a month from now. I apologize. I got all offended because he said nugget, and I was like, "Oh, 1999." But he took that joke a little over the edge.
Oh,
no,
come on.
He would have got banned, and so would you.
Well, the turnbuckle didn't.
I hate you. I hate you so much.
You.
I can never get away from that joke. Fuck.
At least Jimmy Corderas got it out of the way. or whoever it was that was in the ring.
Cromier and Bones Jones, eh?
Well, this week we almost got to see a ref die, but yeah.
Oh,
It's a
yes, of
bump
course.
ski.
If
It's a
he would
little
have
bump
been,
ski.
if he would have been standing a couple feet to the side, he would have like necked himself on the steps.
Yes, he would have. Not to mention the fact that if he went over the top rope, technically, that would have been what? A good 8 feet in the air?
Okay, I got broadcasted here.
All right. I will be one moment, and I will be ready to go. I'm just gonna go to the bathroom and do all that nonsense.
But somebody clipped together the 3 instances of ring implosions and refs eating shit.
God damn it, Rosie.
Oh, yes. We had to have the feels on the day when we had some of the best. Wow, that was great. We also, of course, it's not his fault, of course, but
Yeah.
I could do without ever seeing that stupid fucking bump again. Am I the only one that noticed fucking Braun almost like killed either himself or Show? Because he almost didn't get Show over.
Yeah, like he almost dropped Show on it, like directly on his head.
And
almost
onto
spiked
himself.
Show.
He
Yeah.
almost spiked Show onto him.
okay, I gotta watch that again. I gotta admit, the most thing you notice during a ring implosion is the ring implosion, so there you go.
But like people called that so early on before,
Right.
Just because
Well, they
the
telegraphed
LED
it.
Well, the LED posts were missing, and then all of a sudden you have a Braun versus Big Show confrontation. Oh, look what's gonna happen!
Yeah, they telegraphed that.
It's WWE. Very rarely is it not predictable.
Yeah,
What the fuck is Vader wrestled a match? Isn't he like... He's got to be 60 something now, right?
and he's supposed to die in like a year or two. because
Yeah,
of
his
heart.
fucking heart. He's... What is wrong with that man? Is he that hard up for money? Can we do a GoFundMe for
He just
Vader?
wants to go out wrestling, I guess, which would be horrible. Can you imagine to be the person that actually wrestles him, that his heart finally gives like mid match?
Oh Jesus, I wouldn't do it.
I would refuse to wrestle him at all, just because I wouldn't want to be the person to be in the ring with him when he finally goes.
Oh, he does have congested heart failure. I didn't know that.
And it's like so late, and yeah. My mom was having that, but they caught it so early on that they were able to fix it. So, whew. She had a heart attack because of it, but they were able to fix her heart. But Vader's just too far gone.
They could do a transplant.
Yeah, but that would only really give him an extra like 10 years.
Fuck, that's a long time though.
If that,
I mean,
like his body rejected it, he'd be gone in a year. It's always like the first 1 to 3 years after a transplant that are like the ones that you got to worry about with your body rejecting. It's when the chances of it are highest. Braun is the monster in the mountain. Well, the man in the mountain.
I'm back. I might have to get up again to grab delivery, but other than that, I should be good to go. You ready?
I suppose so.
Omega BR.
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
Yep, all sitting around talking about congestive heart failure.
I'm about to have that. Let's do the theme song. Oh God! Oh God! What the fuck? What the fuck? That was the
So
best
much
theme
murder.
song ever.
Hold on.
You. God damn it.
That's not me, man. I don't know what the fuck happened. The sound is apparently shit. Oh, I see. Hold on.
You YouTube pooped it.
Yeah, because, well, I mean, I'm playing the YouTube video, so...
Hey, everybody, and welcome to episode number 254 of the Smark Snark podcast. My name is Gunnar, and that over there is Omega BR.
It's nice to see Mahal view.
Oh, God, here we go. If you're not in these jokes, then I don't know if they're deeming it for you. Also joining us this week is our wonderful technical producer, Mr. Yank of DDS.
I blame Netjester.
Oh, Jesus. We're all down in the dumps today. Also joining us this week is Netjester.
And I've been waiting to do something for about a week. I'm going to have to pause our podcast right here because I'm about to do something which is not what you think it is.
Oh, God, that's disgusting. Please stop. Please.
Kick him out of the fucking room. God
No. It's not what you think. I just flipped over my...
All right, that's enough. Well, he just flipped over his something, and I have no idea what the hell it was. Also joining us this week is where? Mr. Nee himself. Also, is Vassar's here.
Hello.
Ryan's tapping in chat. Hello, Ryan. Kenny's here in chat, apparently, not wanting to come on mic. Shao Kahna's here.
And I have a broom as the ducks just swept the flames.
Oh, hell yeah.
And Save Us Dog.
Yeah, sorry guys, I forgot to tell you I'd be about 4 to 20 minutes late.
Well, smoke weed every day. Did everybody leave out their brownies and milk for Snoop last night?
They were gone in the morning, so somebody ate them.
Oh, geez. When you're talking about 420 and brownies, you don't need to worry about Santa Claus none.
We're worried about weed claws, man. That's a whole different story. Total different right there. Jesus Christ, Jester!
Jesus,
Hot mic.
fuck!
Hot mic. All right. Let's start with something that we didn't expect. The news. WWE is working on a deal with Anthem. the Owl people to allow Matt and Jeff Hardy to use the broken gimmick, using it as big merchandise mover. Dave Meltzer reports that officials are very high on Braun Strowman, but even higher on Baron Corbin, and want him to eventually be the top heel on SmackDown. If Baron Corbin could stay on SmackDown for a long time and feud with AJ Styles as AJ Styles' face, I would like that very much.
Man, if he ever leaves SmackDown, he's going to be so fucking exposed. It's going to be funny, but as long as he stays there, he'll be just fine.
Well, hold on a second. Braun is kind of exposed too, in my opinion.
Yeah, I can understand what you're saying with that, but I don't know. I just feel like there's something about Baron that him being on SmackDown, if he was on Raw right now, he'd be at the spot that, like, Dean and Miz are going to be at. They wouldn't be anywhere near a world title shot. Speaking
of, if anyone has seen the WWE Universal Championship, please let me know. We need to return it back to its original owner. We just miss it. Okay?
Who's
it was
the
last
champion
seen
again?
With two strange men.
Who's the Universal Champion again?
That's
the last they saw was some hairless gorilla wandering the Canadian wilderness.
Oh, it must be that time of year.
Sasquatch.
He's gonna plant the seed.
It said hairless.
Sasquatch does real.
I said hairless.
They shaved the Sasquatch.
Okay.
No. Like I said, it's seed time, so it's mating season for Brock. So he's gonna go home to his wife and drink a Coors Light.
Well, you want to talk about hairless apes. Did anybody see what Kevin Owens looked like after he shaved?
Yes, it's Ryan's picture.
It looks like you, actually.
Can we
move along?
Yeah, that's...
What about the anthem? What about the deal with the broken gimmick?
They don't need... I don't understand why they need a deal with Anthem to be able to use that gimmick. Anthem doesn't
because Anthem thinks they own the gimmick.
But they
just
don't.
To shut Anthem up. It's just to shut Anthem up.
It's to keep Anthem from suing if they do it, because Anthem would probably try and fail hard if it did happen, but they're just trying to avoid that.
Maybe it's better that I'm not Vince, because if it were me, I would just do it and then let them sue and then use my lawyers to just bankrupt the shit out of them so that I could buy their library and then shut that shit down.
See, to me, I think it's a blessing in disguise because it lets you introduce the broken stuff over time, and it gives you that nice little initial boost to that Hardy Boys merch when they first return, which has got to be pretty sweet right now. But yeah, fuck that owl.
Fuck that owl.
Speaking of that owl...
You stole my transition there, but that's okay. Impact was beaten in court by Audience of One Productions, admitting that they breached their agreement, stopping payment after just the first installment and stalling for time over the course of months. Impact must pay $223,000 plus interest and post-judgment costs. So,
well, have we all made the Audience of One joke yet with TNA?
I think we've been making that joke with TNA since the mid-2000s.
I don't think this is really much news.
You know, I heard that Impact was actually potentially interested in, I can't remember his full name to pronounce it, but El Torito from WWE, so he could continue his feud with...
Mascarita Serrata?
Yeah, there you go.
Mascarita Sagrada. Come on now.
Yeah, there you go.
Not Serrata or Sriracha, whatever the fuck you just said.
I'm pretty sure those are two different people as well.
Hey, I'm hungry, I'm having dinner. Give me a little stretch now.
That's a hell of a stretch.
You go stretch in the fucking
Look, I understand that you're like, I understand that you're within physical proximity to Calgary, and that's like Stu Hart's stretching land. But I don't know where you come from, buddy. But stretching here means a whole different thing.
Remember, I'm at the dinner table. Let's keep this civil.
Speaking of Calgary, I still have my broom.
Alright.
Correct.
I
Odds
can't
that,
remember the last time I went curling.
odds that Impact will say, hey, we'll let you use the broken gimmick for the Hardys for just one low payment of $223,000.
Okay, let's get.
Whatever the interest is.
I would love to believe that they're better business people than that, but that would be foolish.
Yes, there's no way in God's green earth that they're going to go for a one-time payment, no matter how much that is.
No.
They're going to see the broken gimmick as a lifeline to keep TNA afloat using WWE's money. We're talking long-term payments. We're talking years and years. We're talking whatever that A word is.
Whatchamacallit?
Annuity?
It'll be a one-time payment.
Annuity.
The amount won't be discussed. It'll be somewhere in that ballpark. And everything will work out in the end.
It'll be enough for TNA to pay some bills off, and then that'll be it.
Moving on, Adam Thornstow of Reno Scum underwent surgery for a torn biceps, which usually has a recovery time of 6 to 8 months. Charlie Haas may have to retire, even though I thought he already retired, due to neck surgery. Dash Wilder, which one's Dash? Which one's Dawson? Will be out around 8 weeks due to a broken jaw. And a combination of match length, dehydration, and trauma from the headbutt led doctors advising New Japan that Katsuyori Shibata will likely never be cleared to wrestle again in good conscience.
Shit.
This is what happens when you have a style that's as extreme as Shibata's was.
I was so hyped to see him in July, but now I won't be able to.
And he was right on the verge of that title push, too. He was one step away. It was very clear.
So has anybody seen his last match? And because I haven't seen it on YouTube. Is it on YouTube?
I've heard it. I've heard the headbutt.
It's a fantastic match, and I'll be quite frank about the match. It's hard hitting. The headbutt is disgusting, as they almost all are. But in comparison to some of his matches with Ishii, it's not nearly as bad. This is something that's more of a continuous doing those hard, like
Campbell broke the back.
Yeah, you can do that hard headbutt like once every couple years. After that point, you're really just asking for fucking trouble.
And that's what happened. That's what happened to Shibata here, which is a lesson to other wrestlers in advance. You know, I'm sure that Shibata will have some great role inside New Japan as a company, or maybe open his own dojo, or that whatever brings him down the line. And obviously, he's a super young talent. I mean, he's 29, right? Something like that.
No, he's a little bit older than that.
Wow, 29 and never being able to be cleared for wrestling again. That's harsh.
No, he's like 37.
He's like Tana's age. He's not that young.
Oh, I thought he was. Well, I guess I had the same problem with just about a whole lot of other Japanese people too, huh?
37 years old. He came in the same class as Tanahashi did. That's why they had all the heat, because he left and Tana stayed.
Right.
And, yeah. But, I mean, it was so weird because watching the match, it really didn't look like the creepiest part was you saw, and I'm going to spoil a bit of the match here, but you saw this like single line of blood come from the top of his head, and all I thought at the time was just like, oh, you just got a cut on the top of his head from that stupid ass headbutt. But looking back on it, you just kind of think about, oh my god. But he didn't show any signs of being fucked up that bad. So it's just kind of so shocking that all of this has come to light.
There's a few times though where he cut himself doing the headbutt. The hematoma is deeper than that. So
yeah, but it's just especially now knowing everything that happened. It's one of those images that's probably going to stick with me for a while.
Alright, and finally in the news bits, we have Shinsuke Nakamura was originally offered the glorious theme used by Bobby Roode, but turned it down. And thank God. It would not have been a good fit for Shinsuke, and it is perfect for Bobby Roode.
Man knows his stuff.
It would have been fine for Shinsuke, but that reminds me. I need to link you guys something.
See, the thing is, it would have been fine for Shinsuke, but it's completely not his style. That's the issue with it.
Oh,
And
not at all.
it is
Not
one
at all.
It is 100% Bobby Roode style.
Exactly. It's. I think it's one of those serendipitous things that just kind of happens.
It is the it factor in WWE paint. It's just a much better dressed up version of the it factor Bobby Roode, but he's glorious.
Here's another alternate theme that, for those of you who are watching on the YouTube, this is another alternate theme that Shinsuke was supposed to use.
All right. Are we going to get in trouble if I play this?
Yes, yes, you are. I would just like the rest of the cast here to hit play and tell me what you think.
Well, the audience isn't going to be able to hear it.
I'm just looking at the title of that. I absolutely refuse to hit play.
Fuck you, Gunner. Fuck you.
Oh, I didn't fucking see it. Thank God you said something before I fucking clicked that.
Oh, good Lord. Shinsuke Nakamura, Spider-Man. Wow.
Yeah, go look that up on your own. But what Ryan just linked was the headbutt itself. Watch with discretion, please. I mean, I'm not saying play it. I'm just saying watch with discretion.
I was gonna play it.
No! Don't play it. Don't.
All right.
It's definitely something that I would recommend for those of you who are listening to go out and listen for yourself, watch yourself, and choose if you want to actually watch that because
the keyword is listen.
Yeah, it's one of the fucking most disgusting things I've ever seen or heard ever. Period. I mean, even I've broken my arm and I've had it go like noodly limp. This is worse, and it's ridiculous. Also, Vader's apparently collapsed at a show in Japan.
All right. You know what? I think we should put this since for the 15-minute time limit. What?
No selling what I just said.
Right. Not no selling. Talking over the top of you. We don't really have a 15-minute time limit. So I was going to propose that we do General Muckery for the time limit this week, and that we can put that in there.
What is General Muckery?
Well, gee,
I know, but
what does it sound like, Gunner? What do you think would happen in General Muckery?
I don't know. Yeah, Gilby, it's your brilliant idea. You need to tell us.
Well, sounds like the newest member of MIA.
Yes, his coordinates are Major Guns and Major Pain.
By the way, Karen Angle has announced that, or Karen Jarrett at this point, has announced that GFW and Impact Wrestling have officially merged. So that GIF of
shocking
rolling out of his car into his car has been completed.
What happens when you merge the original with its clone? We need to look up some science fiction comparisons here.
I feel like there was an episode of Futurama about that. Oh, no. I remember what it was. It was Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Xander gets split by some demon with this weird stick thing. Interesting side note trivia thing, Xander's twin was actually played by his twin brother in that episode.
Okay, Jean-Claude Van Damme movie, Time Cop. One timeline clone interacts and physically touches the other timeline person. They meld into one ugly, stupid, god-awful thing before being disintegrated into nothingness.
so that's just her life story. Okay.
Also, the one starring Jet Li.
That's literally what TNA is doing right now. We're in the fusion stage, and they're eventually going to just, fade away to nothingness.
Yeah.
So TNA is Time Cop.
I have one name for you all to react to, and you know what it is. And here it comes.
Jesus!
Jinder Mahal.
Can't hinder gender, because gender's number one contender. That's his new theme song.
You need to sing that and expand that out to a 30-second bit, and I will laugh a lot.
I don't know that I could make that an entire bit. I don't. How many words rhyme with gender?
A lot. You can go find that out on your own. Moral of the story here, though, is how do y'all feel about Jinder Mahal as WWE champion?
It's
Just
not.
No.
It's not what I expected.
What is this push in the India market all of a sudden?
It's a huge market. There's
I understand that. There. It's the exact same idea as the Chinese market, where there's a shitload of money that you could make. Right. And India has always had this desire for it, but I don't know. It's just, why now? I know that, I guess one of the things is apparently the network is supposedly going to debut there, so they're trying to push that, but this just reeks of, Kali winning the title when they last tried to push it in India.
That wasn't just because they were trying to push in India, it was because Kali was a great wrestler and deserved that title run.
Well, I mean,
I'm just jerking your chain.
Well, I mean, there's some truth to that as far as, Kali was actually one of the last people standing. A bunch of people got hurt that year, Batista got hurt and whatever, but I don't know. All I'm happy about is the Bollywood Boys and the fact that they referred to it as the Gender Contingent. Someone did. I just think that's a perfect name.
I still think the Bollywood Connection's a better name.
I hate to do this, but I'm going to agree with Net Gesture. I think that sounds way cooler.
Do you think that it's because of his newly found physique?
You mean steroids? Of course it is.
Vince McMahon likes big sweaty men.
There was a good 4 or 5 minutes there where I legitimately thought it was going to be Mojo Rawley. And
I would have been completely
fucking
okay
left
with
field. Fucking left field.
I bet if Rob Gronkowski was there, it would have been Mojo Rawley.
Wait, I'm sorry. Ryan says in the chat that Swoggle is now in TNA, and that is just further proof that TNA wants to die.
Oh my gosh, really? I haven't seen him in a long time. I wouldn't mind seeing him.
They supposedly brought Low Key back too.
Oh, really? I mean, say what you want about the guy. Yeah, he's an asshole, but I think he can go in the ring.
Coming back from his third retirement, by the way.
Alright, so what else happened this week?
We had that big ring collapse spot. Did we talk about that?
For the love of fuck. Yeah. That shit. Nobody seems to be talking about the fact that Braun almost killed Show or drawsed him while simultaneously almost dropping Show onto himself, which surely would have broke a rib and shoved it through his lung.
See, I thought if they were going to do it, obviously a superplex is the easiest way, but I would have liked to have seen something else, like a power bomb from the top, or a Samoan drop, or a choke slam or something.
Fucking Frankensteiner from the top rope.
And then
You knew it was coming, too.
Oh, yeah. No. And they almost killed a ref, too. So there's that.
Well, we said in the pre-show that they telegraphed it.
I found it funny that the next night on SmackDown they teased a triple and then like went one at a time.
Well, yeah, because they didn't want to break the ring.
Yeah, but they wouldn't have broken it anyways because they're all freaking midgets.
I'm sure somehow a triple superplex has more impact or force or whatever, however you measure that, than just Braun and Big Show. But I could be wrong. If they all hit at the same time,
I don't.
I'm talking like some sports science shit here. Like we got to get that one dude in here.
Are you talking like kayfabe wise? Because kayfabe wise, definitely not. Because Big Show is the world's largest athlete.
You want to know why nobody's talking about that spot? Because everybody already talked about it 3 hours before it happened, and then it happened. Everybody knew it was going to happen the second they didn't see LED screens out there.
Right.
And it was just confirmed when Show confronted him like at the end of the first hour.
That moment in itself was pretty great, by the way.
My main thing was that it almost got botched. Like, Show almost did not go all the way over. And I was legitimately concerned for Show's career for a minute there, which annoys the piss out of me because I wanted him to retire a long time ago.
First person to stand up, by the way, from a ring explosion. Braun Strowman.
That is something, actually.
Okay, so here's something while we're in the last 6 minutes here of this. No one pinned anyone in that match. It did not end. So technically, that match is still ongoing.
Well, obviously it was ruled a no contest, you fucking Mark.
So
no. That match is still ongoing.
Mark Henry and the Big Show is still going,
yes.
as well as Big Show and
Brock
Lesnar.
Because another match has started since then. But since they have not been in another match since that point, then that match is technically still. Show hasn't been. No, I mean Show and neither Show nor Braun have been in a match since then. So technically, their match could still be ongoing because they didn't announce it as a no contest.
Well, if one of them manages to get up and the other one doesn't, don't they just assume that it would, like, even though the ref was out, wouldn't just be
no one pinned, no one submitted, there was no disqualification,
and the ref was out of it, so he couldn't do a 10 count. So although they could have just had another ref come out and do it, but no.
Until Braun or Show starts another match negating the match that they were in, that match is still ongoing. So I would imagine at any point one of them could run into the ring before a match starts, pin the other one, and then count that as a win. Holy shit, Lana has ring gear? Holy shit, that's her ring gear?
She's worn less outside of the ring gear on Raw.
Oh, hell yes.
I'm just saying, like, I can see her vagina lips.
Oh, dude, come on.
I can see them. I'm not saying...
You can see them in a lot of other pictures, too. Trust me.
Well, we're not talking about her pre-WWE career, but that outfit she wore during WrestleMania during that Divas match, I thought she'd keep wearing that.
You fucking guys in the chat. If you can't read that in fucking YouTube, it's probably for the best.
What do you guys think of the Superstar shakeup so far? I guess it's not really taking full effect until after the next pay-per-view, but...
Well, it's funny, you know, one of the first feuds they initiate is The Miz versus Dean Ambrose. Both SmackDown guys gone to Raw. So it's like, you know...
Continue their feud.
Yeah, I was going to say, two guys that already have feuded many times before.
Right.
Because by the way, that immediately elevates Miz to the main event scene. of Monday Night Raw, even though it's really not the main event scene of Monday Night Raw.
Well, I mean, let's have a look at what the main event scene on Monday Night Raw actually is. And
Roman noodles.
And yep. Except for he's out with injury. Holy fuck that spot.
What? Roman's out with an injury? I didn't hear this.
We've got 3 minutes left. So here's what happened. Braun fucked him up backstage to the point where they put him on a gurney, and then Braun pushed the gurney over a ledge. And then after that, when they loaded Roman, shut up. Roman was loaded into an ambulance, and then Braun Strowman rolled the ambulance onto its side, which was totally not a fucking gimmick. He did that all by himself.
He is a powerlifter, after all.
I know it's 420, but I didn't know kayfabe was smokable. Jesus.
Yeah, no way. He totally lifted that all by himself.
The insides were probably stripped out a bit. They didn't look like it was fully equipped on the inside, but yeah.
So Roman isn't actually hurt, is what you're saying.
It's kayfabe.
They probably, yeah, I'm not going to go into detail.
But, yeah, so, Ramen Noodles is out for at least a little bit until he comes back and we get to watch him face Braun Strowman for the 50,000th time.
Well, they've got a match at Payback, and Payback's only about a week and a half away, isn't it?
Something like that.
Oh, God, so many pay-per-views. Why?
God, everything's really just a mess right now with the shake-up and champion, Lesnar's out, and Jinder Mahal is in, and doing these cross promotionals for Payback, and I don't even think it's for the title anymore, is it? Orton versus Wyatt. They don't even know what the match is.
Yeah, they sent out didn't they send out a survey or whatever asking what is a House of Horrors match?
What is a House of Horrors match?
What the fuck is it? We don't know. Nobody knows.
Tell me what a House of
They
Horrors
don't.
match is.
They don't.
It's gonna be ICP. It's gonna be there, and they're gonna be all "Welcome to the House of Horrors," and then
But is
they're
it
gonna
Kurgan dead?
Oh Jesus! Why would you do that?
Hey, I say it's about time we brought back the WCW Tower of Terror.
Isn't that you?
Can we? It's been 15 minutes.
I hope it's just Dean's cage with like spooky shit hanging off of it.
I hope there's some rubber spider and like spooky in like that Party City banner sort of fabric that's like stretched across the whole cage, where it's like, oh, this is spooky. Oh, this is scary.
Oh, it's the cage and it's got the fake spider webs on it and shit.
It's got a big fake buzzard on it.
Jesus.
The plant is still there though. The plant from the first time.
The plant's wearing the Bray Wyatt fedora though. All right,
Feed
me,
Seymour.
Let's do some shit. Let's
we drive through.
Wait, hold on.
That was terrible.
Drive through.
That
was better. Vassar ratings.
This week in the ratings, starting off as usual is TNA Impact with 302,000 viewers, down from the 309,000 the week previous. Onto Raw, 3.346 million, down from the 3.429 million the week previous. And finally, SmackDown with 2.544 million, down from the 3.105 million last week. And that is it for the ratings.
Save Dog with the birthdays.
Happy birthdays. Happy birthday on the 16th to Paul London, Lumberjake, Jade, Kevin Martell, Joe Doring, Grand Apache, Jimmy Canes, Damian Kane, Vicky Guerrero, and George the Animal Steel. Happy birthday on the 17th to Miss Robot herself, Dasha Fuentes, Filthy the Clown, Christian Skyfire, Fiero, Nails, Kazuko Suzuki, and Roddy Piper. Happy birthday a few days ago on the 18th to Rory Gulak, Julius Coleman, Alex Cipher, Bandito Jr., Chuck Awesome Sauce, Yukihide Matsuno, Miki Honda, Zara Schreiber. How the fuck do we know that's her birthday? Why do we know that? Whatever. Vic Steamboat, Steve Lombardi, and Little Beaver. Belated happy birthdays yesterday to Jake Carter, Roberto Romero, Jeff Starchild, Carly Perez, Tyler Colton, Johnny Storm, Johnny Rose, El Samurai, the Simba Kid, Nikki Rocks, and the god of the Heart Punch himself, Ox Baker. Happy birthdays on the 20th. Today, happy 420 to Kurt Hawkins, Johnny Stamboli, Garrett Bischoff, Zix Zavant. I think that's how you pronounce that. No idea. Yoko Takahashi, Shaman 2000, Lingerie Muda, Blackjack Marciano, El Matematico, Tony Marino, and Mihaly Santoni Jr. Happy 420 to everybody today. Happy birthdays tomorrow, Brutus the Barber Beefcake, Axel Rotten, Hina Kozuki, Vicky Williams, Jimmy Kagatora, and Orlando Jordan. And then on the 22nd, Big Rick, Chuck Taylor, Kyoko Inoue, Harlem Bravado, Crazy Star, Mario Yamasaki, and Commando Gamma. Those are the birthdays.
And now it is time for This Week in Wrestling with Omega BR.
Hear me?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, this weekend, wrestling history. Circa 1992, where the Dirty White Girl defeats Lauren Davenport to win the USWA Women's title in Memphis, Tennessee. Jump to 1996, where Akira Tao defeats Steve Williams to win the annual AJPW Champions Carnival tournament. And in 2001, Assisted Suicide, the team of Raw Skills and Hurricane Tatum, defeat Team Impact, that's Darren Dalton and Robbie Royce, to win the Canadian Wrestling Federation Tag Team titles in Brandon, Manitoba. And that was this weekend. Wrestling history.
Happy trails. Happy trails this week to Square Out Circle Restaurant in Chicago, which is now closed. A somber happy trails to the friends and family of Matt, Rosie, and Y, who passed away on Monday at the age of 47. And happy trails to the one, the only, Sonny Tamara Stitch.
What now?
What'd she do this time?
It's really funny how Seth Rollins, or Colby, as he allowed me to call him, never texted or called me back after our time alone. It's also really funny how he didn't want to use a condom, especially after I told him I wanted to be safe. But he assured me he had no type of STDs. Now, 3 months later, I found out I have an STD. Great. Real great. Probably the biggest douche backstage right now. A real dick. 3 hours ago on Facebook. I wanted to share that.
Fucking Colby.
Fuck, man.
Fucking Colby, man.
Colby. That's the worst part of the story. His name is Colby.
You didn't know his name was Colby?
No, I knew that. It's still the worst part of the story, though.
Colby Lopez. Thanks, Colby Lopez. You give me some great stories here. All right. Let's see here. What should we watch this week in wrestling? Oh, you know who I'm starting with. Save us, Doc.
Fuck, dude, I got nothing. What even happened this week in wrestling?
You got something. I'll come back. Yanka GDS.
I'm torn. I want to pick a shitty match because that's my gimmick and that's what I do. Yeah, fuck it. So, Payback is coming up, so I'm going to suggest a Payback match from last year. No, I'm looking at the wrong thing. Shit. Oh wait, no. Here it is. It's Roman Reigns versus Triple H at Payback 2016.
We're suggesting RVD versus John Cena One Night Stand 2006. Vassar, what should we watch this week in wrestling?
Ty Dillinger versus Eric Young from NXT last night.
I misread. I'm sorry, I misread. That's I'm sorry. It's Roman Reigns with the championship defeating AJ Styles in the main event.
Okay. Omega BR, what should we watch this week in wrestling?
Watch the women's four-way from Raw, not elimination, where Alexa Bliss became the new number one contender. I thought it's kind of weird because about half of the match was bad and then half of the match was good. So it's like, and I couldn't really single out, except for maybe Nia, one person that really, made it that way. So,
Dog, did you have a better one?
Well, okay. I usually always pick something from the most recent week, but today is a special day. It's a bit of a holiday for a lot of people, so I'm going to give you a blast from the past. How about this one? Happy 420, everybody. From Unforgiven 2001, Chronic versus the Brothers of Destruction.
Nice.
Nice.
Who better than Canyon?
Nice.
I believe he was in Chronic.
He was absolutely not in Chronic. That was Brian Adams and Brian Clark.
That's right. I'm sorry. All right. So, guess who you guys should watch this week in wrestling? Since it's on Netflix right now, Lucha Underground seasons 1 and 2. I am rewatching it from the beginning, and I just saw the Aztec Warfare match, the very first one. Really enjoyed it. Had a lot of fun with that. So you should watch that. Man, oh man, I like that Prince Puma kid. I really wish he wrestled somewhere else other than Lucha Underground. All right, everybody. I think that's it for this week.
Yeah, I don't believe that's all.
Thank you all for listening. We really appreciate it. Do us all a favor, and thank you, podcastthemes.com for our theme song. Thank you, everybody else. Thank you, everybody else, for pretty much everything that you guys come in and do. Congratulations to Vassar on finding the source of the Jeff dancing gif.
Yeah.
Took a little hard work there, but he did it. I knew it was somewhere, and you found it. Also, I'd like to thank you. Also should check us out online: Facebook, Twitter, Patreon, smarksnark.com, etc. And from all of us here, thank you for listening. So take care. Spike your hair.
Woo woo woo.
You know it.
good night, Kobe Hana.